Dillon, you son of a bitch.
Hey, welcome to part 3 of the Shaman Epic walkthrough here on Noob Saga. I'm trying some new things out on this video in terms of sound design, just for some additional immersion, so I hope you enjoy it.
It's time for redemption. This is the second attempt at part 3 of the Shaman Epic, the Test of Patience. I've been putting this off because, honestly, the last time had me shook so bad that I just wanted to get a couple more levels under my belt and make sure that I was not going to have a repeat performance of what happened last time. So here we are now at level 50, and we're going to restart this thing, and I'm ready. I came buffed. I'm actually going to probably put Ultra Vision back up on myself before I head out, just because I want to make sure that I can see in the dark as best as I possibly can, and just to make myself feel better in my little heart of hearts. That way, if there's any sharks coming for me, I can see them and I'm ready for them. And of course, I'm gonna fizzle my entire bar of mana away. It's so irritating when that happens. Went from darn near full mana down to 40%. That is something else. But regardless, we're gonna start this either way. And I've learned a couple of things since the last attempt. One question I had initially was why bother putting on levitation when you're going to be swimming. It turns out I don't think there's any benefit to swimming and having levitation. I think the levitation is just straight up because you know the location that you're going to. You can just run over the water and then and then dip in from there, and you don't need to actually swim out there. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna swim it. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And if I run across any sharks, I'll be ready for them. I've got myself buffed up. I got my new stronger pet out, and well, let's just get this thing going. All right, hail. Ooh, it's you, Schnoogins. Me been waiting for you, cause our friends say you coming and need the test, so I give you the test. Now where me put it? Ooglyn been waiting for sign so long that me forget where we put the test. Keep your eyes out for sign while me look for test. Oh hey Schnoogins, they give you gem? I need that gem, please. Got that gem around here somewhere. One of these. Alright, here we go. It's now or never. Now or never, guys. So it begins. I almost kind of immediately regret. You know what? I am gonna put levitate on. I don't want to take any chances that I don't need to take. But I know she's gonna path around here for a little bit in some weird, funky kind of way, and then end up making her way back. So I'm gonna get haste back up as well, so I have that on the pet. Oh, my hands are sweating. I haven't felt this nervous about anything in this game probably since the last time that I did this quest. And I put myself into some questionable situations since then. But we will... I should probably actually look up the location of where we're going before... Okay. So here, this is just so strange. She swims out here, starts coming back. Ooh, starts coming back. We're gonna end up going back on land, if I remember correctly from the last time. Going back this way. Walk over the land a little bit, and then finally get out to the water. Now where we're trying to go is to the location negative 900, 1600. So that's what? Negative 900. Is that right? Plus 1600. Okay. So negative 900 is right around. Well, I am really not good location. How can this be? 1600, negative 900. Okay, so I guess we're going to the east. Negative 900. Oh, this is embarrassing. Trying to keep up with her. But that's a negative on this. I need to go this way. I should have looked this up first. Oh well. Hopefully she'll stay on the surface and we can just follow her like this. Hopefully my pet keeps up. Alright, oh gosh. We're just gonna have to swim. Where did she... Oh, no, I already lost her. Did I already lose her? Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find that location anyway. Man, this is just a common theme in all of my videos, I guess. It's just, I'm off to such a bad start. So she's there. I'm gonna come back to the island for a sec so I can get my levitation right. And then I'm gonna try to find negative 900. Negative 900, that's gonna be down around here, and then 1600. Oh, I'm looking at her location on the island. That's fine. Okay, where are we going to? Negative 1600 plus 4200. Okay, so negative 1600. That makes more sense. This is where I remember being on the map. Negative 1600-ish. So we're going somewhere around... Alright, we're going out this way. Right around, somewhere around where my cursor is at right now. Let's not fall under the water. And let's just keep going that way. Do a little full screen travel montage. Okay, I'm gonna dive. We're diving. We're going down. We're going down. Hopefully we don't encounter any sharks before our pet gets here to us. And then we're gonna have to try to fine tune. Let's go. Oh, negative 7.4. Going the wrong way. I wanna go this way. I think. Yep. Okay, we're in the... Oh! Oh, that's... not what we want to, not what we want around us. Nope. Way wrong. Way off. Way off. Oh, I'm so bad with location. I hate location. We're close. We're close. And then 4200 is going to be a little further north. A little further... a little more this way. I don't think I'm looking for the ogre exactly. There's going to be... Jeez, come on. Which way? This just hurts my brain. I should have just followed her. God. How am I already so far off of that 1600? Like, that's what's crazy to me. How am I going the same direction? Okay, let's try this again. Let's make our map a little bit bigger, shall we? Otherwise, it's going to be a very boring and very frustrating video. Negative 1600 is down this way. 4200 this way. We're somewhere... somewhere in this vicinity. Here we go. Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for this guy. Srafen the Soaked. Hail. Why, hello there. So now it makes sense why the other shaman the last time I was here got aggro, because I initiated the quest. And I read that only one person can do this quest at a time. Alright, so... Why, hello there. Ah, it's good to see a new face down here. So you've come to wait with us, eh? That is splendid. It's been getting very boring lately. And then I say, where is here? Oh, well, this is where we wait. It's not much for looks, but if you're lucky, a pretty fish will swim by. Oh, and once Dillon said he saw one of those fish women, a mermaid, he called it. Although, I'm not sure of his state of mind. He's been waiting here much longer than I. What do we wait for? Who does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
Srafen says, we've been waiting quite some time, really. I have been here at least amount of time. Oh, the least amount of time. But that doesn't help keep the boredom away. What are we waiting for, you ask? What are we waiting for? What a silly question. It's quite obvious if you take the time to think about it. I'm not really sure. Okay. What about us? Well, there's me, Srafen. I've been down here for, can't quite remember, a number of years, I guess. If my wife saw the condition my clothes are in, she'd whack me, I'm sure. Though, oh, what was that? I just don't want that killer shark coming. At least my pet's here. Although, I bet she's long since dead. Probably. Then there's Dillon. He says he's been here since those people up in Erud blew that big hole in the ground. Not sure what happened, but I guess it was a long time ago. Who else? Who else? Dillon the Drowned. Okay, here we go.
Dillon! You son of a bitch.
Well met, Srafen. How goes it?
Srafen the Soaked says, hey there, Dillon. Good to see you again, I think.
Hey, Srafen, who is this weirdo talking to me? Or is it another one of those funny illusions Froham keeps talking about?
Srafen the Soaked looks around frantically for a moment and then says, oh, them! This is a friend of mine come to wait with us. Isn't that exciting, Dillon? And it's not just an illusion, I don't think. Are you an illusion, Shaman? I am not an illusion. Do I target you and say that? Not. Okay. I am not. Is that... Okay, well, I'm a little bit lost here now. This guy was supposed to say something else when I said I'm not an illusion. He's supposed to say, oh, well, that's too bad. Although illusions and real people don't seem to be much different at times. So, please stay and keep Dillon and me company. We could use it, right, Dillon? And then Dillon the Drowned will shrug and say, whatever. So I'm hoping, because that didn't happen, let's just try healing one more time. I am not an illusion. Yeah, it's not, okay, nothing's triggering. Nothing's triggering for me saying that. So I'm hoping, oh god, why are you swimming upward? I am hoping that, yeah, he just, going back to his previous dialogue, I'm hoping that everything is still on track and this guy will just despawn in a couple of minutes. Because the guide says 11 minutes after Dillon the Drowned appears, Srafen will speak. Then Srafen the Stroke will say something. Hopefully he will say that. Then I say something else. Then it's supposed to go from there. So I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. And we'll come back. We'll come back when that, the next step hopefully happens. Or something else interesting, if we get attacked by a shark or whatever. Okay, so even though the dialogue didn't go as it should have earlier, it is still proceeding. Srafen the Stroke says, hey, Dillon, why don't you tell us about what happened up top? You know, where they blew that big hole in the ground. Dillon the Drowned says,
Again? Oh, I don't know, Srafen. I don't want to bore our company, even if it is an illusion.
I will say, you won't bore me. Dillon the Drowned says,
Well, okay. I was sent here a long time ago to wait. When I got here, I couldn't believe all the violence going on. Why would the spirits send me here to wait when all this fighting and commotion was going on, I wondered. There were great battles on the ocean in splendid ships made of pine shining with magical enhancements. While I was waiting below, blasted bloody body parts were floating down to the bottom of the ocean all around me.
what? Magical enhancements.
Yes, their ships were very strange, constructed in very unusual designs, and all seemed to shine with a multicolored glow. I heard there was even a ship that could stay completely underwater for long periods of time. It had huge steel spikes protruding from the top of its hull, used to swim under enemy ships and puncture their hulls. I always thought that someday this magic would cause something disastrous, and eventually it did.
What was disastrous?
Well, one time I was here waiting as usual. The fighting was particularly heavy up top. Ooh,
They're leaving. Srafen and Dillon are still here, and just proceed from there. So Dillon the Drowned says,
well, one time I was waiting here as usual. The fighting was particularly heavy up top, lots of banging and rumbling around. And suddenly there was a tremendous screech. I had to cover my ears, it was so loud, even down here. It felt like the water itself was being torn asunder. I could imagine what was happening above. After a few seconds of the screeching came a terrible tremor and rumbling. Great cracks opened up around me and water rushed to fill them, almost dragging me down into God knows what. It calmed down a little while after that, and there was a dead taste to it. I became ill during that time.
Srafen the Soaked says, okay, well, I've had enough. Yet again, we've waited for nothing. Sometimes I really wonder if the spirits are even real. Well, I for one am going to find something fun to do. This is obviously a waste of time. Come with me, Shaman. It will be great fun. Farewell, Dillon. Dillon the Drowned says,
Hey, wait! I'm coming with!
and then I, per the guide, should just wait here, and somebody else to show up. And somehow, miraculously, throughout all of this, we've had a couple of sharks pass by, but I still have not seen that killer shark, the one that took me out the last time. Which I'm halfway relieved by, but also a little bit bummed out about, because I wanted to have my vengeance. But if it can hold off until I get what I need out of this quest, that would be great. That would be just the perfect sign from the tribunal that I'm on the right track, and everything is going to be okay. This dude they're looking worse and worse the more of them spawn. Froham the Forgotten looks up at you and mumbles a brief greeting. He appears uncomfortable around others. Who are you? Froham the Forgotten glances up at you, fiddling with his bony fingers, and mumbles,
My name's Froham. I'm here waiting.
what are you waiting for?
Just waiting. It'll be here soon, I suppose.
What will be Froham the Forgotten obviously has trouble communicating. He shifts uncomfortably and says,
Well, I'm not sure, but it's real important. I've been here a long time, a real long time, so I'll keep waiting till it comes.
how long is a long time?
I've been here a long time, a real long... Nope, that's the wrong part. Been here since Ooglyn sailed over with his friends. They let me catch a ride on their ship after I told them I needed to come here to wait. He was a nice fella, real smart. Though I'm thinking he's dead by now. Maybe Abe knows for sure. Abe's been here longer than me even.
Who is... His mind... where are we? Froham the Forgotten says,
Yeah, Abe's an old guy. Well, he's been kinda beyond being old, if you know what I mean. Not altogether either. His mind floats all over like the sea around us. But he's got enough sense to wait here like he's done for Well, for dang near ever. You see him, he ain't much for talking straight. Ask him about a broken arrow. Not sure what it means to him, but it seems to bring him around.
What? Well, without anything. Okay, well, so the guide now says that Froham will not respond to any more attempts at conversation. 6 minutes after he appears, he will depart, and he will say something. So we'll come back in about, well, maybe like 5 minutes from here. Alright, dude is just walking off now. It even made like the stepping sound. Okay, let's see. Froham the Forgotten sighs heavily and says, "Looks like it's not coming. You know, Abe told me of a great treasure a ways away from here, guarded by one of them girls with fishtails. I always wanted to go, but those two jokers, Dillon and the other one, the young one, never had the guts. Why don't you come with me, Shaman? We'll split the treasure 50-50, fair and square." And by Trevor, I meant treasure. I don't know why I said Trevor there. So supposedly now, in 5 more minutes, we should get our final spawn, who will give us the item that we need, I think. Oh no, there's 2 more spawns, but we're almost there. We're getting close. Still no sign of that killer shark out here, which is good. Very, very good. Well, this little hammerhead son of a bitch wanted a piece of us, and he is not going to take us out this deep into the game. Go ahead and float. Float, sucker. I'll take that. I'll take that. Still just waiting. Waiting for old Abe. It is creepy down here. That shark just came out of nowhere. Just slowly floated in, out of the darkness, and try to lay jaws on poor old Zabtik here. Little did he know, the Zabtik is just pure spirit. No flesh to be had on them bones. Oh, what the hell? What is this creep doing? Alright, you could stay there. You can stay there if you like, but that's right, you better turn away. You better swim off. We aren't having it. We aren't having no shark mischief out here. Not now. It's too late, too deep in the game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the one. That's the one that got us before. You just keep passing by. You keep passing along. You just hold off. Hold off until we've got what we need. Yeah. So the sequence of everything has been right. Some of the text is a little bit off on this server. Finally, here we go. Abe the Abandoned. Abe the Abandoned turns his head slowly toward you, but his eyes never come into focus. You can't tell if he's looking behind you or right in front of his own face. Then, suddenly, he shouts at the top of his lungs. "Okay, I am Abe." Who are you, Abe? Abe the Abandoned says, "Nothing is hidden. All is discernible if you only know where to look, and you have the right eyes. Don't be angry with me if you can't get your eyes right to see what you're looking for. I'd lend you mine, but I don't wear the same size." This guy's got jokes. What eyes? Abe the Abandoned begins to draw a picture in the mud with his finger, although it doesn't seem to make any sense at all. He points to his picture and nods approvingly at you, saying, "You see, the curtains fell, and it was not but a dream upon the landscape that we thought we knew. The dream of the Combine fulfilled when we had finally trimmed our fingernails and looked into the mud. And now we are abandoned in a world that none can see. No one has the eyes." And the Abandoned says, "Shaman, my time will soon be at hand, and I fear I will never see our friends again. But the arrow must be given, our holy, broken arrow. Shaman, will you bear our obligation and give them the arrow? You will know who to give it to when it is time." What is the Combine? Abe the Abandoned shakes his head in amusement and says,
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But I guess not. That doesn't make any sense. What about a broken arrow? Abe the Abandoned's eyes suddenly come into focus, looking deep into your own, and says, "It's a time when we cared for the world and trod with the spirits along the paths of the cosmos. We built many great things and worked to preserve what was. I came here to wait for an answer when we began to die off. We could not figure why this was, and I was chosen to come here and commune with our friends. We carved an arrow, and everyone who was left shaved a sliver of wood from it. We let it drop to hollowed ground, and our highest shaman stepped on it, breaking it. I've been waiting here for so long, so long, to give it to the spirits and thank them." Abe the Abandoned suddenly gasps and says, "I have found it! I know the answer! Come with me, and I will tell you. Eyes are everywhere, and this knowledge is not for everyone. Finally, my centuries of waiting are over. Haha, follow me." Oh, was I supposed to follow him? Did I need the arrow? Did I need to... Okay, no, I do not follow him. Then a greater spirit... Ah, good, nice. A greater spirit says, "You have walked the path of patience, and now you know what to expect. We are watchers. Our eyes are everywhere, and we must be patient and quiet, else we may miss what could be harmful. Can you sit still quietly and wait for just the right moment? Then open your eyes with a fury and act with all the energy you have cultivated. Timing is everything, and without patience, you cannot be sensitive to timing. You have shown your patience here, and we believe you are ready to walk the next path." Heck yeah. What is the next path? Have we done it? We've done it. We got our small gem. Spirit despawns. And now we're done with part 3. That was part 3 of the Shaman Epic, the Test of Patience and Redemption. Now before we gate out, I just want to see... I wanted to see if we could find that killer shark. I can't see anything around here. I just wanted to see if we could get him before we took off, but I guess not. Let's quit while we're ahead, and we'll come back next time for part 4, the Test of Wisdom. For now, did I just hear a shark? Can you hear a shark? No, anyway, we'll gate out. That's it for part 3. Hopefully this little guide is helpful for anybody who's working on their Shaman Epic Quest. Thanks for watching. See you in part 4.